the Minister of State to see you, Mrs. Bottomley.
Oh, Dr. Mawhinney, what is troubling you this week?
This is, Virginia. I find it smutty and distasteful. I'm sure some people would say it's rude and even coarse in parts. I don't know how they dare put it out. I really don't. So I was wondering if we could stop them.
Oh, no, it's not another sex education booklet, is it?
No, it's another series of the news Huddlines.
News are the record-breaking news Huddlines, starring Roy Hudd, June Whitfield and Chris Emmett, with Peter Moss and the Huddliners.
Shut up. I think they're taking the mickey, I really do. Thank you very much indeed, folks, and welcome to the show. Yes, the show that does for the news what Tony Marlowe did for John Major. Yes, we're back with the new series, folks, and this makes us the longest-running comedy show on Radio 2. Well, we've lasted longer than any of Michael Aspel's wives, haven't we, for a start? Some of them are sitting over on this side, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know. No wonder they didn't laugh. So, what's been happening while we've been away? Well, Britain was covered in snow for a while, Sainsbury's sacked 650, Thorpe opened up a nuclear processing plant, and Gillian Tailforth was caught doing naughties in a car. So it's been snow jobs, no jobs, glow jobs, and really unbelievable things happening, really. Oh, and we've found out how the Child Support Agency managed to spend £5,000 on a staff party. Every time someone went for a drink, they trebled the order. And Princess Diana has quit public life. Yes, she's become a presenter on Don't Forget Your Toothbrush. Oh, did you read that Coronation Street's Ken Barlow is now on his 24th lover? He doesn't seduce them, you know. He bores the pants off them. Very good over here. Aspel's family, not so good over there. Right. And I see while we've been away, Frank Bruno fought yet another opponent who was on his back in 2 minutes. Next week he meets Lady Buck. Yes, they're coming out lovely now. It's all right, Mum, it's going to be all right, I promise you. And I see that police found a severed hand and then discovered it came from a Dracula party. Good job it wasn't a Wayne Bobbitt party, really, wasn't it? No, they didn't understand that one, listeners. And finally, still with criminal damage, I see a woman. A woman was arrested after pouring molten candle wax over her husband's family jewels. Well, she won't be getting on his wick for a while, will she?
John.
What is it, Norma?
Why are you prancing round the room like that?
Because, my angel, I am the conquering hero of Europe.
Oh, yes.
Don't you believe me?
Well, it's difficult to take you seriously in those Mickey Mouse pyjamas, beloved. Especially when you've forgotten to put the bottoms on. Oh, who can that be at this time of night?
I'll tell you what. I'll open the door and see.
Oh, my man, so strong, so decisive. It's Michael Portillo.
Call me Portillione. No, please, don't get up. Just a friendly chat, huh?
Gulp.
It's a nice place you have here. Perhaps I can pour you a drink, Signor Major.
Oh, yes, a Vimto on the rocks for me.
You want a head on it?
Oh, yes, please.
There.
Oh, my God.
Now, you remember that little favor my people did for you over in Maastricht last year?
Yes.
We want a little favor back from you.
Oh, that's no problem at all, Mikey. What's it to be? More places in the cabinet? A quango for your friends?
No, we want you to wear this.
What is it?
It's a concrete overcoat.
Oh.
After he's just come back from taking on Europe single-handed.
My people don't see it that way. They say you come back a complete failure. The honor of the family is at stake.
Oh, it was a compromise, I tell you. We agreed to accept all their demands, and they...
Yes? What did they do?
Well, they promised not to laugh.
Well, whom with would you replace my John?
There's plenty of choice.
She's in a world of her own, I tell you. come on, yes. I'll
There's
say,
plen-
who are you going to replace me with?
There's plenty of choice, Senor Major. Look at me going now. Me, or Patton, or Senora Bottomley.
Ah, yes, the hood, the mad, and the ugly, eh?
Oh, shut up with your face.
Oh, the whole government's falling apart.
Yeah, like this sketch.
I like it.
But you can't even agree with each other on sex in schools.
Don't worry, I love it when you talk dirty, I really do.
And then there's all that talk of corruption.
Well, I don't give 'em a lazy and damn.
But, John, what are you going to do about it?
Oh, that's easy, what we always do.
What's that?
Lie through our teeth. Silence, please. Silence. Oh, they believe me over the side. Well, there we are. This Royal Navy Tribunal is now in session. The defendant stands accused of persistently harassing a female colleague by attempting to bite her bottom. Now, would you state your full name, please?
Jack C. Nipper.
Jack C. Nipper, I see. I repeated that one for the slower members of the audience, you know. And your rank?
Pardon?
What position do you hold on board this vessel?
Rear Admiral, sir.
Oh, God.
Sorry about that. Ship's issue cabbage playing up against her.
Right. Send in Officer Tenderley, would you?
Yes, sir?
Miss Tenderley?
Hello.
Right. You claim that the defendant here committed an aforementioned indecency aboard this ship. Well, I'm determined to get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Oh, dear.
You've got to cheat, young lady.
Yeah, well, only just thanks to you. And it wasn't just my stern he tried to get at, Captain. He also exposed himself to me.
Whereabouts?
Near the bulwark, sir. I won't have it. I told one of the senior officers what was going on.
Oh, you saw the cocks?
On several occasions, yeah.
Ignore the crew, they're all... Well, Mr. Nipper, I'm afraid I have no option but to find you guilty as charged.
But...
No buts, Mr. Nipper.
Yeah, you should have told him that before.
All right. Mr. Nipper, we really cannot tolerate behaviour of this kind in the Royal Navy. I must hereby inform you that from now on, you are suspended from your duties on board ship.
You don't mean...
I do. I'm giving you the bum's rush.
Philip.
All right, June, they're on our side now. You're all right, June.
Philip, quick, ring for the guards and tell them to bring their swords.
Oh, what? Not another bally burglar got past the corgis, is it?
No, of course not. It's just that one's plaster cast is terribly itchy, and a saber's the only thing one can get in there to scratch it. Honestly, this broken wrist is so inconvenient.
Well, it could have been worse, old girl. At least it wasn't your waving arm, was it? No. If I can get back to fitting these bars to the window...
Oh, do you
here.
really think it's necessary, Philip?
Well, just trying to make Balmoral safe from the light-fingered brigade, old girl. We don't want any more of the family silver turning up at some limousine boot sale, do we? Hey, look, what's that skulking in the grounds? Looks like a confounded intruder.
Oh, dear. Not another one of those, what does one call them? Well-hung gliders.
Where's my gun? Edward! Where do you think you're going with that bin liner and stockings? Get back in the house at once, boy. I knew I was mistaking my chocolate orange for Easter, I really did.
Maybe they were for his girlfriend.
Yeah, it's about time the family took on a public relations expert. Good God, have our work cut out round here, though, eh? Especially with
wow, love, peace, and agreeable postage stamps, man. You want to buy a magazine?
Oh, Charles, what do you think you're doing now, boy? Selling the bally big issue, are you, or what?
Heavy vibes, Daddy-o. This is one's architecture thing. It's Carbuncle Quarterly.
Yes, it looks very interesting, Charles. You may put one down for a free subscription.
Ooh, far out, mater. Oh, perhaps one could try that chap in the garden, the one in the shrubbery. Look.
What, who?
There.
Edward, I've told you before. Put that Mars bar away, will you? And get back into the house, boy. Get back into the house, boy. In this family, we don't do that sort of thing until we're married, do you realize? You'll have plenty of time for solitary walks after the wedding.
Philip, one's wrist is really getting very uncomfortable.
Oh, dear.
We must do something about this cast.
Yes, what I've been saying for the last 18 years, mate. Come Come on, boy, help me get these security bars up. After all, you know what it's like being burgled, don't you?
Bad karma, man, yes.
Bad karma indeed, yes.
One feels like, carrying one's valuables around with one.
But you can't find a carrier bag big enough for Cornwall, I know, yeah. But what's wrong with this? Why won't this bally thing fit here? Look, get the instructions.
Ooh, are these there?
I think they are, yes.
They're all pink, mauve and crumpled.
Really?
Yes. We'll just press them flat in one's
Oh,
journals.
yes, good idea.
It's moving. Oh.
Get off, you dotty magazine seller. Almost put a crease in your old granny's woman's own. Watch your boys. I was just sorting out a few things for me summer trip to the seaside.
Seaside, Queen Mother-in-Law? Well, sun hat and reading book?
No, dear, tin hat and ration book, more like. It's for them D-Day celebrations.
Oh.
Still, at least the Germans won't be going. Not that we really wanted them there the last time. No, they allers knew how to hog a beach. And it's a good job we didn't have this lot in charge then.
Well, the government, wouldn't they have fought the Nazis?
Oh, yes, dear, but they'd have had to sell them some guns first, wouldn't they?
Yes, indeed. A satire there, yes.
Oh, this'll be a smashing do. That President Clint Eastwood's coming. Yes, and his wife, Hillbilly. All them Yanks ain't changed. They're still...
Oversexed, overpaid,
and all over Fergie, yes, dear. Mind you, it won't all be fun for Lopper days. No, we had to invite the French along. Well, they'll be downwind, of course. Yeah, and the Ruskies, if someone lends them the bus fare. Oh, it'll be a lovely time, dears. I'll tell you all about it.
Tell us, but surely the rest of us are going too.
Oh, no, dear. No, none of the family is. Not even President Anne. I mean, it's like I said.
Ah.
Yes, dear. No Germans allowed. Honourable members can stop taking bets on the next Tory leader for a minute. It's 3:15, and that means it's question time, and here they are with a smile, a song and a slim majority, the two Johnnies.
Good afternoon, I'm Johnny Smith.
And I'm Johnny Major.
Will my right honourable friend confirm that the MP who obtained a leaked health report on the effects of eating too many baked beans has been banned from the House?
Yes, and it serves him right for sounding off during Prime Minister's questions. Has the leader of the opposition read that the world's oldest cow has been stuffed?
No wonder she collapsed at the microphone last week. Is the government aware that Amsterdam Zoo put on an exhibition of art painted entirely by monkeys?
That's nothing. Here in Britain, we've got a gorilla that writes musicals. On that subject, is the party on the other bench aware that scientists claim they've finally found the link between man and monkey?
Yes, it's called an England batsman. Is it true that the Prime Minister wants a new image that will grab the attention of the ordinary working man?
Yes, I'm going to buy a Wonder Bra. Did my friend read that a hotel worker was sacked because she had a moustache?
I hear that she's suing her employers under the Facial Discrimination Act. And will the government comment on the survey which showed 3 out of 5 girls admitted having sex with a workmate?
Really? Well, if that doesn't put Black & Decker on nights, I don't know what will.
Will the front bench opposite note that IKEA's new TV commercial for furniture features 2 gay men?
Yes, apparently they're doing a new line in Tall Boys.
On that note, it's a flat pack cross-dresser from me.
And some new Bentwood furniture from him. Good afternoon! Oh, and how about that Lady Buck failing that lie detector test on a Spanish TV game show? Who does she think she is? William Watergrave? But how would the Senora stand up on British TV? Huddlines shook the dust off its castanets, twanged the G-string on its flamenco guitar, and went along to find out the true story.
Thank you. All right, my loves? Right. Welcome to another episode of What's My Lie? And our first contestants tonight are Lady Bienvenida Buck and Sir Peter Hardon.
Harding, actually. Harding.
Just testing, testing. Lady Buck, my love, come on over here. Come on.
Senor Forsyth, is that a microphone in your pocket?
No, my love, it's just nice to see you. Nice. Lovely. Now, first question. How much did Lady Buck sell her story for?
Oh, 100, maybe 200 pounds.
Oh, no, I'm afraid you're lying. Bad luck, Miss Buck. The actual answer was £100,000.
100,000? That doesn't seem very much, not with all those revealing photographs as well.
Oh, but I've told you, love, you'll get nothing for a pair, not in this game. So, next question, Lady Buck. Did you steal defence secrets from Sir Peter?
Of course not. Well, maybe he did talk ballistics to me once or twice.
Isn't that what you'd expect from a government advisor?
Well, yes, according to our machine, that's perfectly true, yes. So, did Lady Buck get her hands on the secret weapon?
I don't think that's any of your business at all. Bienvenida and I were very much in love.
No, Sir Peter, she just wanted you for your money.
Well, I must admit I do have a little bit tucked away.
Oh, he's game. Didn't he do well? My word.
Look, you can't blame Lady Buck for being attracted to me. I used to write her such romantic poetry.
Oh, really?
Yes, listen to this, sir. There once was a lady called Buck.
Yes, all right, my love, yes. I think I've heard enough. You've lied your way through this whole programme.
I can't help it. They just keep slipping out.
Your private life's your own affair, dear. If you want my opinion, everything they printed about you in the newspapers is completely true. You're deceitful, you're greedy, you've no morals whatsoever.
That's ridiculous, you mean...
Yes, my love. For once, the press is right.
Hello, News Huddlines?
Hello?
Hello, can I help you?
Hello?
Hello, yeah.
I am that woman what keeps ringing you up.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
I've been listening to the News Huddlines for 18 years since it started, in fact, and I have heard every episode.
Oh, how marvellous.
7:30. Because I am old and not too good on my feet, there is one thing I've never been able to do.
Well, let me guess now. You've never managed to get up to London to see a recording of the show?
No, I have never managed to get to the radio in time to turn the bleeding thing off.
Right, next.
Morning, Doctor.
Mr. Friggins. That's livened them up a bit over this side, did you notice? Still coming to see me after all this time, eh?
Well, you know me, Doctor. Once I get hold of something, I don't like to let go.
Yes, I know that only too well. Get away from me. So, what can I do for you this time?
Well, Doctor, you know that report that said drinking 5 pints of beer a day keeps you young?
Yes.
I thought I'd give it a go, see? So last night I had 15 pints before I went to bed.
Yes.
And when I woke up this morning, this had happened.
Oh, heavens. Well, I've heard about being full-bodied, but this is ridiculous. It's certainly odd-looking.
Yes, Doctor. My wife calls it my old peculiar.
Oh, really?
Yes. But I like to think of it as my 4X,
Yes.
you see.
Because it's big down under, eh? I see. Well, let me have another look at it. Oh, dear. Stop smiling, Mr. Friggins. What are those funny-looking things at the bottom there?
Oh, them's me widgets, Doctor.
Oh, really? Widgets, you say, yeah?
Yeah. They help keep the pressure constant when I'm wetting me whistle.
Yes, I bet they do, yes. It looks like you'll get a fine head on that, yeah.
Oh, I do.
Good, I'm pleased for you, yeah.
But you see, Doctor, it goes flat if I leave it for more than 5 minutes.
Well, don't worry, Mr. Friggins. I'll switch you to something that will solve all your beer problems.
Really?
Yes. I call it the Holston treatment.
You mean?
Yes. I'll give you some pills. I was leafing through my copy of Church Times the other day. I buy it for the knit-your-own cassock pattern on the men's page, you know. But I spotted the story about the new translation of the Old Testament into Yorkshire dialect. So, will it be a case of by Gomorrah? Huddlines pulled up a pew and settled down for a reading from the first book of Noah Arkwright.
Last stop on round were old Ma Methuselah's place, right at top at Tower of Babel. By heck, I had it rough in them days. I had to make deliveries in all weathers, with naught to keep me going but me ma's special butties. I can still taste that honey with locusts to this day. Then if Pharaoh weren't looking, I'd borrow his chariot to go downhill on. It were a grand ride back, straight through Red Sea, back home for tea and toast, made with friendly glow at flames from burning bush.
Gee Hovis, as good today as it's always been. Oh, and did you read that the Japanese have come up with the ultimate in microcomputer-controlled lavatories? They do everything, you know, these things. Over now to the demonstration center. Hello! Greetings from the Rand of the Rising Pan.
Nice to meet you, I'm sure.
Yes, here, who are you?
I am inventor of the high-tech lavatories that you have come to test. My name is Kakapipi. But you can call me Neville.
Oh.
Right, we start test now. This Thunderbox Mark I, Kazi. Please to strap inside, Ruv.
Right,
Oh, about
thank
time
God for that.
too.
Wait. You can't both go in at once. What are you, clinky or something?
Here, you mean it's not a two-seater?
No, what do you think it is, a Toyota? One line, Michael Dines, you. Come out of there, you.
Oh, all right.
It's ever so comfortable.
Here, I give you instructions. By pressing a appropriate button, you can select soothing sounds to suit your needs.
Well, there's two buttons in here marked T and R.
Yes, they are for whatever reason you use a toilet. T is for tinkles.
Well, what's the R for?
Retinas, of course. Memories. Okay. Now, me close door, missus, and you'll follow instructions written on wall.
Never again.
What's the matter, Hermione? Your face has gone red.
Yes, well, I just had hot flush.
A hot flush? A hot flush Thunderbox Mark I? Thunderbox Mark I? Only programmed to give cold flush.
No. Two metal hands sprung out the walls and whipped me stays off.
That's our Japanese super rule do everything for you.
Here, let me have a go.
Okay, Cookie.
Right.
You try this one here. Thunderbox Mark II,
Mark
Kazi.
II.
Yes, into the Mark II.
Are you all right in there, Peregrine?
Yay. A brush just come out of the floor and started cleaning me teeth.
What? Cleaning your hamsteads? That's not supposed to happen.
Well, I was bending down untied.
Well, you come out of there, Peregrine.
Right. Small
Yes,
amount of
come
audience
out.
crapping there. Very good.
What's going on?
Come out before something worse happens.
Well, how do I get the door open? Is it the red button?
No, don't press the red button.
Oh, strap up. What happened?
Rot happened? I tell you, rot happened, you stupid trap. You press button for self-destruct.
Well, what do you want a self-destructor carsy for?
Oh, no, you don't mean.
Yes, an audience knows what's coming. It's a kamikaze. What about the ordination of women priests? Was it a kick in the cassocks for dissenting bishops? Or was it a day for wine, women, and wafers?
Oh, brethren...
Could be considered sexist, my Lord Bishop.
I'm sorry.
Today of all days.
Oh, yes. Brethren and sisters.
Yes.
Today we welcome to the diocese our newly ordained woman priest, the Reverend...
Mary.
And I
Robbins.
cannot let this occasion go by, can I?
I'm afraid not, my Lord.
No. Without asking her to say a few words.
Thank you. My Lord Bishop...
After the next hymn.
Him and her.
Yes.
Very good. Very good. It's very funny.
Hymn number 489.
This women's ordination has given us a shock. The church's one foundation is worn beneath its frock.
It makes a bishop nervous until today, you see. They only held the service when they were pouring tea.
Tea service is very, very good. Then.
My Lord Bishop, members of the...
Hymn number 540. Eternal Father, we would bet
You did not want a vicarette.
Mark, Luke, and Matthew always stress
That girls are sissies, boys are best.
so we don't want to pray with her. Na 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 na.
You see, the trouble with ordaining women is...
Yes, it destroys the dignity of the cloth.
Yes.
And finally, stop press.
Scientists are claiming that they can now grow real human noses in the laboratory.
Yes, and customers will be able to pick their own.
A new survey reveals there are 4 sheep to every Welshman.
Oh, talk about being sport for choice, eh? Really?
Jimmy Hill is to do 6 foot of knitting for charity.
Yes, he's making himself a chin cozy.
A housewife found an adder coiled round her vacuum cleaner.
He must have been using snake and vac. Look out, they're coming towards us.
A delivery man said he felt devastated after thieves stole all his pizzas.
Yes, he even tried to top himself, but the cheese kept falling off his head.
You see, that's the way. You never know about the sophisticated stuff.
This is what they're
Sotheby's
into.
are
Pardon?
to... Sotheby's are to auction a pair of Queen Victoria's thick black stockings.
A spokesman who saw them said, "We are not aroused."
And police women are complaining that the material on their blouses goes transparent when it starts to rain.
Yes, they're worried people might start taking the law into their own hands.
And that's the end of the stop press.
But I'll be back next week unless Curtly Ambrose shafts me with his bouncers. Ta-da for now!
Those were the record-breaking news headlines starring Roy Hudd, Chris Emmett and June Whitfield with Peter Moss and the Huddliners. The announcer was Richard Clegg. Sketches were by Mike Cullen, Michael Dines, Jed Parsons, Tony Hare, Peter Hickey, Richard Stoneman, Mark Brissenden, Alex Paniak, Nick R. Thomas, D.A. Barham, Rob Colley and Paul Harrison. Songs by Richard Quick and Jeremy Brown. Additional lines by Stephen Jewell and Simon Albrow, Jim Mulholland, John Holland, Tony Farrer and Mark Griffiths and Chris Williams, John Pye, Ian Jepson, Brian Taylor, Carl Tollerton, Glenn Mitchell, Jerry Godin and John Wright.
All of whom could be the fathers or mothers of our new producer,
Bill Bowker.
88 to 91 FM, this is Radio 2 from the BBC.